and just start to close in on a fight, and you got it.
Yeah, and I also, to back to you say your mom, she couldn't take certain things. Yeah, I even think about, you made a great point, because, my mom, she was a tough mom as well, but I definitely remember certain punishments where she'd be like, all right, you can turn the TV on. Like, I remember those days where it's like, all right, you can do this, whatever.
She don't want to be the bad guy.
Yeah, so she didn't have the stamina to keep it up, for sure, Now, as far as, like, my dad's, absolutely, like, I knew this when I was a kid for sure, but it's just, we spoke about this recently, where it's like, as I got older, I started to appreciate my dad's life even more, because I always understood, and like, his life is the epitome of the marathon. Like, I seen him when he was in his 20s and 30s, and then when he started leveling up in certain ways, whatever, and he told me this infamous story when he was going from this stage to the next stage, whatever, and my life mirrored that in a certain way, like, where I knew it in real time. Oh shit! Like, my dad went through. He had to do this 1,000 times, and it did, and it finally broke through, and it was this like that. So I was telling him recently about it. He was like, "Oh, I never, my dad, he ain't that sharp. That's the same. I know that's the same exact story. I know. I told you."
It's your story. Shit. I went through that. I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you right now. Yes, I'm gonna say
it's a full circle moment.
Yeah. So I always appreciated his arc and realizing, like, to your point of what to do or what not to do. I thought my dad life was, but I'm gonna do that, whatever. And my stepdad, in certain ways, what could you do, what to do, but also a lot of what not to do, whatever. But still be a thorough, great, person, man. Yeah. But like, no, what you could do more of, whatever. And my mom, recently, I've, as an older man, building my own family, and trying to be more of the presence in my family as a whole, outside of my immediate family. I started realizing, damn, like, how my family could be different if there were more men around. Because, my granddad wasn't around, and, my mom, my dad, they broke up. Then my stepdad, that's the whole thing. Where I was like, if y'all just had men that were just together for decades, how would the family be different? And how would y'all be different as women? Because, like,
how think of the trickle effect to the children, to the cousins, to the, like, all of the trickle effect that boils down from just having it being structured up top.
Yeah, with women just leading shit.
No, I'm saying with the men presence, like how. Right. Oh yeah, how the benefit.
If the man was there,
you need that balance, man. I feel like that's the thing. I don't get mad at feminine energy. I think that's another thing when we talk about, you were saying the equality, fairness thing. I say it all the time to men. Like, I never understood why men get frustrated with a woman for nagging and complaining. And that's literally feminine energy. That's what they gonna do. It's like they are striving for perfection. So they're going to find things that are imperfect to complain about. And a lot of the times it's going to be you, nigga. And it's like, when you understand that, you don't take it personal. You just find ways to mitigate it. I've started to choose, what am I okay with hearing? So I don't want her nagging about these things, so I'm going to excel here. But I don't really give a fuck if she complain about me being on the game with my friends. Live with it. I'm going to be on this game 4 hours because I know the other 90% I'm showing up. I'm done. But you ain't about to nag about me not taking the trash out and me not paying the bills on time. I ain't doing all that. I'm going to just knock that shit out because that's valid. But if you're nagging about some shit that make me happy, I don't care, cry in the car. That's on you. But where I see a lot of men, they actually thinking that they're going to find a woman that don't nag is like, when I say a woman, that's like a woman trying to find a man that's not going to be a man. It's like when we say a man going to be a man, I don't know how the fuck they interpret that. They take it to the bottom of the slums. But I'm just saying, like, whether it's just logical thinking or some men that's still lustful and hunting and chasing, and it's so many different things that identify in the male and masculine energy that's like not conducive, that just going to exist. Just like there's so many things that exist in the female energy that's not conducive that exists. But on a beneficial side, it's worth it because we need the balance. Like, I'm overly systematic in certain areas when it comes to raising my kids. And that's not always called for. They need that. They need mom to sometimes say, how long you put your punishment for? 3 weeks. No, turn the TV on. Like, it's a balance, right?
Sure.
Because without it, we run into fucking...
It's Russia.
She's a confinement camp. Get up. Eat, go back in the room. You know what I mean? But when a woman is forced to kind of play that role, because they don't never want to be the bad guy. And it's crazy because I know we could probably walk this into the next conversation. But what I will say is like, damn, I think I set my foot in the future, so it'll come back. But well, they don't want to be that figure or whatever the case may be. But also I was gonna say, it's funny because they think that they want the good that men get, but they don't want to deal with what we really deal with. And what I mean by that is, right, a lot of times as men, because we work a lot, we get to show up with gifts for our kids, and we the fun parent, and the kids is like, oh my gosh, daddy's home. Like, kids don't get hype about mommy coming in, because mommy complaining, mommy, I always got something to say, but daddy walk in, oh my God, daddy we might be burnt out, but like, fuck, I gotta give you some energy. I gotta play. You know what I'm saying? I gotta FaceTime you, whatever the case may be, because you are expecting that level of energy from me because it's already scarce. It's already limited because I'm always working. But so because I'm always working, I want to compensate and bring you the gifts and all that. So we have that dynamic. And women envy the fuck out of it, right? So then when you get a woman that gets that from their kids, they don't want to give that part up where it's like mommy gets to save the day. Mommy the one that came through with this. Mommy did that. But then when it's time to punish her, mommy don't want to do that part. So it's like if daddy not around to take on that, mommy get look at like the hero, like what we do get, but it's that balance because we still got to be the disciplinarian. So it's like I'm still going to be afraid of dad a little bit, but I'm happy to see him because I don't get to see him because he always working. But when it's like mom always working and mom coming all the way through, but when it's time to kind of go through them problems, it might be a lot of yelling. It might be a lot of, because a lot of times they think discipline is yelling. Discipline is structure.
Still yelling.
It's just like, no, they really think it's yelling. They think like if I yell at the kids, because we might put some, they think it's bass in your voice. We got some bass in our voice. Yo, I said, what I say? They think that that's the discipline. Like, what I say? They not understanding. It's the boundary behind what I said. It's the fact that I said if you do it again, I'm really going to, and for the most part.
Ain't standing on it.
That's how I say. For the most part, they not going to stand on it. We going to stand on it, and that's the part, that's the gap. So it's like y'all want the things that we get by being masculine when it comes with being a hero, but when it comes to actually being a villain, y'all don't want no parts of it. And now it's like the kid is not really getting that duality that they need to be a functioning human being because they only getting rewarded, and when it's time to get punished, they get yelled at, but there's no real business being stood on. But us as men, we standing on business, and that's where the masculine balance come in at, because on the reverse side of things, when they need to go cry to mommy instead of us being logical, go cry to your mom. Because I'm really heavy on her. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I had to catch myself. I don't say that shit like, yo. Because my not giving a fuck about the tears is not about how they feel. It's about what's happening next. It's like, feel all that shit, but after that, you still going to your room. Like, whereas though, having that balance of the mom, they might really get out the room for a couple hours, and that's cool. That's dope. But we kind of need that. And I'll unpack it more, in a real conversation, but that was one of the things that kind of made me realize, like, they want to be the masculine side when they look at we get to show up and get the praise for paying the stuff. Oh, the men get all of the praise when we do shit, but when it comes time to actually be the villain, be disliked and be disagreed with and got everybody questioning you, they don't want that part.
Yep, facts.
Yeah.
Landed there?
Yeah, where we at? Yeah. All right, cool. I was about to say, it didn't feel like we hit our mark yet, but I'll accept that. But yeah. All in all, man, that was good, man. You already know. We're going here. All right, cool. Big shout out to our sponsor. Make sure y'all go shop with her fantasy box. You know what I'm saying? As always, we want y'all to get 1% better every single day and every single way. And we want y'all to share these conversations out because as y'all know, as y'all let people know, we continue to grow. And that's what we ultimately want to do. We don't want these conversations to stop here. We want them to start here. And as always, if y'all see something that y'all want us to talk about, want us to elaborate more on, feel free to comment.